Hoffenheim. Then big winners there with Chris Richards, the young American in the starting lineup. But the big story, of course, is Ricardo Pepi, who came in the 60th minute. Jan, you were watching this game. We only got to see him for 30 minutes. What did you think of Ricardo Pepi's debut in the Bundesliga?
Well, first of all, I'm surprised that he got 30 minutes because he said in interviews that he hadn't trained properly for 1.5 months. But I think it was too tempting for Augsburg to do that when he comes there. I think it's brilliant for the Bundesliga. I think it's, of course, brilliant for Augsburg. A lot of people asking themselves, how could he end up there? But I think that speaks for the player. Because I liked the interviews. He said, this is a place where I can develop. We've heard, I know another Norwegian who came to Germany and said the same. I will go to the place where I can develop. He's coming to a club, Augsburg, with a good coach in Weinziel, a former Bayern Munich sport director in Stefan Reuter, who can teach him that. He will also have a guy up from Niederlechner who is an old striker who can kind of be a teacher for him. But what I like about Pepi is the way he comes into the box. We saw that a bit today, not much. He came on, he has to learn the runs and do all the right things. What I'm a bit worried about, will he get enough crosses? Will Augsburg provide him with all those kind of things? But I think it's a great story, and this makes headline all over Germany because they're not used to this kind of thing. Well, you will know the investor, David Blitzer, much more than me, but I think he got 45% of the shares at Augsburg, and you know there is a 51 rule, meaning that the members going to own the clubs. So we're not used to this kind of business in Germany. Still, I think that is a great signal, and it's a great signal for Augsburg. It's a great signal for German Bundesliga that a player like Pepi will come to Augsburg.
Stevie, to Jan's point, can he actually develop at a club like Augsburg? They're 15th for a reason, right?
I'm a little worried that he may not, because I automatically went and thought of Josh Sargent. You know, never got any chances. If he did get a chance, it would be a half chance, and it might be won a game. And then what you do, playing for a team like that, you spend your whole 90 minutes chasing. He's not going to learn anything if he's spending 90 minutes every weekend chasing. So that's a worry. You know, if he'd gone to a Dortmund and known that he wasn't going to play, then I'm thinking about people like Bellingham and Pulisic, who went there and knew they weren't going to play, but who'd developed so quickly, particularly the understanding of the game. So I don't think Ricardo Pepi is going to learn the understanding of much of a game if he spends the majority of his time chasing. That's my only worry.
Jan, does some of what Steve is saying ring true for you as well?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we are doing with the human beings here. And I don't know him, how mature he is, how he's thinking, how his camp is thinking. So what he's doing. The problem is, of course, Stevie, to your point with Dortmund, either you learn to swim straight away or you go under. And I see your point with Augsburg, but still he will get the chance there to prove himself. I think he's 19 tomorrow, so he's a young kid. He will learn, but what I like about him, he's got something with him, and I know you know him. I know that he's doing well for USA and he scored his goals in Dallas and everything. So I think this will be a good move for him. I got that feeling, but Stevie is making a good point. The problem when you are in this stage of your career, I remember back in the days with Martin Ødegaard, he was 16. Well, should he go to Real Madrid? Should he go to Liverpool? Go into they didn't even have a second team. It's hard to say where you should go. What's the right or bad thing? Because we know about Pulisic, we know about Haaland, we know about Bellingham in Dortmund. We don't know about the 5-6 others young kids that went to Dortmund and didn't succeed.
So where does Augsburg sit then at the bottom of the Bundesliga right now in 16th? Of course, bottom two go down, then the relegation playoffs. So tough times for Augsburg. Ricardo Pepi brought in for $20 million, a club record. Surely will be relied upon to keep them in the top flight.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.